We're moving on to working with multiplication now. Again, if the question is given to you in this format, I would recommend you rewrite it in the more traditional long multiplication method. Now, there are different ways of doing this. Some of you might be using a grid method, and that's absolutely fine. But I'm going to show you the long multiplication. Most people tend to multiply in the units first, so that's the way I should do it. 3 times 6 is 18. So 8 there, I've got to carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6. I've got a 1 carried here to add on, which is 7. And 3 times 5 is 15. Now I'm going to work in the tens column, so I mustn't forget to put a 0 placeholder in the units. 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2, and then 1 times 5 is 5. Now all that's left for me to do is to add these together. 8 and 0, 7 plus 6, don't be confused with the 1 that you carried there. So 7 plus 6 is 13. Need to carry 1. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus the 1 is 8. And 1 plus 5 is 6. So our answer is 6,838. Now we're going to work with decimals. Now, the way I think about this is I ignore the decimals to start off with, and then I will put that decimal position back in at the end. So 416 multiplied by 24. So again, I'll start in the units. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4, plus the 2 is 6, and 4 times 4 is 16. Now I'm going to work in the tens, so I put a 0 placeholder in the units. 2 times 6 is 12, to carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus the 1 is 3, and 2 times 4 is 8. Now all that's left for me to do, again, is to add those up. 4 plus 0 is 4, 6 and 2 is 8, 6 and 3 is 9, and 1 and 8 is also 9, so 9,984. Now what I must remember to do is that actually that wasn't the calculation. I want a number that is going to be 10 times smaller. So again, we're using powers of 10 here. This is an equivalent calculation to 416 times 24 and then divided by 10, because that essentially is what 2.4 is. So I need to divide this answer by 10, so my decimal position is going to go in there. So the answer is 998.4.